Hey guys, welcome back to Jesse Invests. Long time no see. I'm excited to dive right back in and update you guys with how my dividends portfolio has been performing. So, if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Excited to give you an update. If you are new, welcome as well. On this video, I'm going to dive into one of my primary investment accounts, how much I have in there, how much I've earned, what stocks I chose to invest in, a little bit about my personal situation with investing, and we're going to look at what stocks have done well, what stocks have not done well, how I've done all time, how I've done in the last month and quarter, and how much dividends I actually make with this amount invested, 4 grand. So without further ado, if you are new, hit that like button down below, hit that sub button down below. I'd appreciate it a lot. Helps the channel grow, and let's get into it. All right, so as you guys can see here on my screen, I have my M1 dividends account. So this is a brokerage account I have on the financial platform M1. And I have about $4,000 in this account, $4,400 as you can see here. Only about $3,000 of that is my own money because I have earned $1,400 in just gains. So I'm up by 66%. So my $3,000 I put into these stocks grew by 66%. So I'm now at $4,400. I have $11 in uninvested cash, and this is what the trajectory looks like. This is how my portfolio has grown since I started investing 3 years ago, almost to the date. I started investing in this account in June 2023 with a mere $100 and continuous deposits, and 66% growth has risen this to 2 grand to 3 grand to 4 grand pretty linearly. You can see there was some plateau periods, like for almost a year from 2024 to 2025 it was pretty flat, then we started rising again. We've had a sharp rise in 2026 so far. My total gain is $1,400. That's $166 from dividends getting paid out, and $1,200 from this value of the stocks rising. So we can see here that the investments I choose, I have 19 positions, and that's divided into 8 slices. Growth, industrials, tech, grocery, financials, restaurants, healthcare, and income and bonds. So on M1, it lets you divide these into your stock picks into different slices of your portfolio. And whenever you add money to the account, it automatically buys stocks to keep the percentage to where you want it to be at. So it automatically keeps your account balanced to how much of each stock you want in it. So none of your stocks get too many eggs in one basket, so you don't have all your money in one place, which is really nice. So my growth stocks have gone up 48%. I've doubled my money, and 16% for industrials. 111, so doubled my money in tech and added 11% gains on top of that. 41% grocery, 52%, 34%, 23%, and my only negative is down 3% in income and bonds. So in my 19 positions, my worst position is Main Street Capital, which I'm down 14% in. And McDonald's, break even. Waste Management, also about break even. But the other 16 positions are winners, with Microsoft up 10%, MasterCard up 11%, 15% for Target, 22% for Aflac. I have CVS Health up 25%, Costco up 30%, Eli Lilly up 30%, schd, which is a dividend ETF from Schwab, that is up 32%. Kroger is up 33%. I invest in the S&P 500 in the form of an ETF. This one is VU. Another popular one you've probably heard of is SPY. I invest in VU though in this account, and that's up 34%. Texas Roadhouse is up 35%. VYMI is an international stock. It's an ETF that holds a lot of international companies that have good growth trajectory, but also a tilt towards dividend earners. So that's up 40%. JP Morgan is up 64%. We're getting higher, guys, here. Apple is 70%. Caterpillar is up 182%. SMH is up 185%. So my top winners are SMH, which is a ETF that invests in NVIDIA, Intel, AMD, Taiwan Semiconductors. It invests in chip stocks, which have gone up because of AI. And then in Caterpillar, that's really just skyrocketed because they added AI integration pretty early on in the AI race. So these are profoundly ahead of my other positions. Most of my positions up 30%. Apple, number 3, is up 70. These are just almost 3 times as high as the gains on Apple. Caterpillar and SMH just blasting off to the front of the line here, which is really cool to see. So for example, my average buy cost for SMH ETF is $85 and it's worth $201. Caterpillar, I bought in at $149 and it's worth $311. So that's pretty crazy. Yeah, but those are my positions I hold. And then let's go to dividend income. But first, before we go into dividend income, guys, let's actually look at how my picks of these 19 stocks has performed versus the market. So to do this, I actually have a spreadsheet that lines this up where I update it every month. And the spreadsheet I'm about to show you, the visualizer, you can actually use that yourself, guys. I have a template in the description. This is where I input my data each month, and we can get a comparison. This gold line is gold, like the price of gold bars. The blue line in second place right now is M1, the portfolio I just showed you of those 19 positions. The third one is S&P 500, which is just the market. So this is a great benchmark piece. The red line is my Roth IRA, so one of my retirement vessels. It's a little bit more conservative. And then the silver line is the price of silver. And the one all the way down here, this purple line, is the moving price of Bitcoin. So as of May 1st, guys, gold is taking the lead. Everybody wants gold for some reason. The price of gold is so high. It's been high for like 6 months now. We can see that the portfolio I just showed you is neck and neck with S&P 500, but it's actually outperforming slightly. But you can look back here and see the history that they have been neck and neck for a couple years now. They really just perform super similarly. My Roth IRA has been trailing behind the market and my M1 portfolio for a while, but it's trying to keep up, and the gap does look like it's closing. And then Bitcoin is just super unpredictable. I don't have a lot of Bitcoin. It's just something I have for fun, and seeing it is like a child squiggling all over this chart, and so that's how they performed. And then if we go to slightly outpacing the market, which is super cool, we go to dividend income next, guys, which I know you guys are all waiting for. So far in 2026, in January, I earned 56 cents in dividends from this portfolio. In February, I earned $2.51. In March, much better, with $16.19. April, $1.33, and May, $2.58. So if you're a casual watcher, you don't really know what dividends are, I'm going to fill you in briefly. So dividends are when a stock that you buy, when they earn a little more money than expected, instead of keeping it all and reinvesting it in their company, they pay a small portion out to investors that hold the stock, like you and me, and hopefully we get to a point where these months of $2.58 of paychecks becomes $258. And this really good month of $16 is $1,600. And in the future, it's paying for my rent, my bills, my things like that. So far this year in 2026, I have earned a total of $23.17 in payouts from these stocks. Again, dividends are without having to sell or without doing anything. It's completely passive income, completely passive $23.17, an average so far of $4.63 a month. So that's pretty cool to see. And then we can go to my average monthly income of the past few years. When I started investing in 2023, it was only pennies, and I made about $11 in dividends, and then up to 56 in 24, and then up to 66 in 25. So at this rate, hopefully we'll be 80, close to $100 in 2026 in earnings. And the rate that I'm investing into this account is pretty slow right now, but I do plan to increase that. Even though I have repeatable investments of about $20 a month going into the account, I am going to continue to put in big chunks to help get towards that goal, increase these dividends, and just as I make more videos and as you guys see the account grow, there are all kinds of little effects that are contributing to that snowball, where starting at a couple cents a month will get to that point in the future. So I'm really excited about where this account is going to go, because I know it will not be small for long. So from that point, we can go ahead and just look at these last couple months and what stocks have paid me what, so even more details there. In May, I deposited just $10. They took $3 out, so it ended up $7 into the account. I bought $10 of MasterCard, $5 of Aflac, $13 of VYMI, and $5 of JP Morgan Chase. I earned $2.58 in dividends, and the last time that these specific stocks paid me out their dividend checks, it was 73 cents less. So I did get a 73 cents increase, which is nice, 7% increase. CVS Health paid me 66 cents. I got 26 cents from MasterCard. Apple gave me a 14-cent check. Costco wrote me a check of 23 cents. Main Street Capital wrote me a 56-cent check. And then Caterpillar gave me a check of 73 cents. And I don't want to bore you guys or go down into every single month. So we're going to jump to the good month I had here back in March and break down what happened here where I earned $16, which is decent. That's a subscription and a half nowadays. So deposits, I put $20 into the account after the fee. That was $17. I bought $17 of Microsoft and $13 of CBS. Target gave me a check of $1.56. Aflac wrote me 67-cent check. Kroger gave me 71 cents. Eli Lilly paid me 26 cents. Microsoft paid me 25 cents. Main Street Capital paid me 56 cents. McDonald's paid me 76 cents. Vanguard ETF paid me $1.36, so a little nicer there. Main Street Capital paid me twice in 1 month, which was really cool. This was a bonus dividend of 65 cents. Waste Management paid me 55 cents. A nice solid one from Schwab. schd paid me $6.11 of a dividend. Now we're talking. And then a $2 one from VU combined with almost a $1 one from Texas Roadhouse put me at $16.19. The last time all these companies combined paid me, it was 52 cents more. So I did lose 52 cents versus the last time I got paid by these companies. And that was just because it looks like schd and VYMI, these two ETFs, came back with smaller dividends than usual. Could be related to earnings, different factors like that. But overall, $16 is solid. So yeah, guys, and I appreciate you guys watching, staying tuned for more. I do have, soon we're going to dive into my Roth IRA, what I have in that account. We're going to look at my retirement account. We're going to look at a net worth update here in just a few days. June 1st, we'll do a update on my net worth. I know you guys have been waiting for that video, so hit that sub button down below, hit that like button down below. There's a lot you can learn in this channel, and just this is just a great way to bridge the gap between, you don't need to have a whole bunch of money to invest. This is why I make these videos, to show you that $10 here, $5 there is still making you money, and it's growing at 66%. There is proof that this is growing. And you don't have to be some crazy super investor. You can just be a hobbyist who invests here, invests there, likes to track the numbers, and it will grow. And in time, that fruit will show from that seed being planted with you investing. So hit that like button down below, guys, hit the sub button down below, and until next time, see you soon.